Welcome to another pen talk. Today we're going to be revisiting a vintage Waterman, but I thought we'd just swoop in and take a look at some of the pens that we may be doing sometime in the future. As I mentioned, I've been collecting for quite a while, and I'm very pleased with my collection, and I hope to have many years of enjoyment working on them, putting them into good working order, and enjoying how they write. So without further ado, let's dig into the details. Well, the pen we're going to look at today is the Waterman 452. I date the pen to be, between 1915 and 1920. It's in the paisley silver pattern, and I've done some cleanup on it, so you can actually get through the tarnish and see the detail. This was all hand done, and each pen is unique, and it's sterling. And I was never a fan of these types of pens, but this pen has a wonderful point, and that really attracted me to it. And as you can see, the lever, the actual ideal part of the lever is broken off, and I haven't decided whether to replace it or leave it as is. It still functions, and as you can see, the engraving work is very nicely done. And I'm very gentle on my restorations, so there's no detail that's been removed or polished out. And the part that you can see is they labeled these as a 452 because the 52 obviously is the size, and 4 means it's a metal overlay. Plain cap at the other end. The pen has had, I'd say, slight use considering it's close to 100 years old. So it still has a lot of use left in it, and I intend to enjoy it. And as I said, it's fairly obvious on the paisley design. So just to put this in perspective, let's take a look at a similar pen that was not restored. This has an open pattern on it, and not much detail, just a few designs. And as we come across, we can see the ideal part of the clip, which was missing from the other pen. I haven't decided yet whether I want to leave this pen with this patina or polish it like I did with the other pen, but we'll decide that later. Yes, getting the camera to focus is always a challenge. So let's take a look at how the pen writes. We'll bring out the current paper of choice, Tomoe River. And we try to adjust things here to take a look at it. We're also going to do some close-ups because this pen does do a lot of very good flexing. So I think that'll be good to show, but we'll do that after a little bit of a sample writing. The pen does post. It is a nice size. I call it on the large size. And this pen just writes all the time consistently. I'm very pleased with it. And the ink, I made a choice that I thought this would be a good ink to go with this pen, and it's the Noodler's Massachusetts 54th. It's like a blue-black ink, but it does excellent shading. And as you can see, the nib flexes fairly easily, and really a consistent ink flow. I'm very, very pleased with that. And the ink does a decent amount of shading. So I'm going to shows some catalogs that I was able to find on the internet. They're in the U.S. archives, and you can download them, and they're very good. There's 16 Waterman catalogs up there, so I'll send you the link. Please check it out. So we're going to go some close-ups on the writing. So hopefully you enjoyed this little overview of a vintage pen from a time when they were quite ornate. So thanks for watching this part, and right on. Here's an example of one of the pages I printed from a catalog that I downloaded from the archives. This is from a 1918 catalog. And if we'll zoom in here, we can see that the paisley panel, there's the prices from 1918, and they were not inexpensive for their time. And as you can see, this pattern matches the one that we just looked at. And of course, there you see the lever fill and when it's complete. And the other thing you'll notice is this does not have a clip. I'm assuming they made this in a number of varieties, and one of them was without a clip, but the designation is the same as far as the pen goes. Here's another page from the same catalog, and as you can see, this is the filigree model, which we showed you unrestored. And this one does have a clip. I think they pretty much made all the models with clips and without clips. And as you can see, the pricing is down here. In this situation, solid gold and, the gold-filled solid gold and sterling silver pricing. Clips cost extra, as you can see. And there's the pricing on the clips that you would add. And it's just a basic filigree. Nothing unique about it.